Okay, here we go with our cylinder example. Here I have a snack can size of Pringles. It is a cylinder. Cylinder has a circle base, so there's a circle at the top and there's a circle at the bottom, and then we have the lateral area, which would be the green part. Okay, so to get the dimensions here, I'm going to need to measure, I need the radius and I need the height. Now, luckily for my can, I don't know if you can see it, there's a pop right here in the center. Okay, that pops up, it's like a little tab. That's actually going all the way across my cylinder. So I can measure that and line it up and calculate my diameter. Now the diameter goes all the way across the circle, but I really need the radius. So my diameter is about 7.8 centimeters, which means for my radius, I half it. The radius is half the diameter. So that gives me 3.9 centimeters. Now, another option, if you don't have a clear center point like I do, another option is to take a tape measure or a piece of string or something. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tape measure and I'm going to wrap it around my can. Okay, so I'm going to wrap it around. So when I wrap it around and I go around the can, that means I'm finding the circumference. So when I measure the circumference, I can calculate the radius from that. And I get my circumference is about 24.4. Okay, so I wrapped it around. My circumference is about 24.4 centimeters. And we know the circumference formula is 2 pi r, 2 pi times that radius. So 24.4 equals the 2 pi r. So if I want to find the radius, that means I have to get rid of the 2 pi, and since they're multiplied, the opposite is to divide. So 2 pi divided by 2 pi equals 1, and I'm left with my radius. And 24.4 divided by 2 pi also gives me 3.9 centimeters. So my radius is 3.9. Now I need to measure my height. So I'm going from the top of the can to the bottom of the can. And my height is about 12 centimeters. So H is equal to 12 centimeters. And now I'm ready to calculate surface area and volume. So when I look at my doodle notes, I'm looking at my cylinder, and I hope you added the H to your doodle notes because it's part of the doodle notes. My surface area is 2 times pi times the radius squared plus 2 times pi times the radius times height. Okay, so I have my radius and I have my height, so I have those dimensions, and then I have radius and height for my volume. Okay, now, believe it or not, these two are not different. They are exactly the same formula. The only difference is the cylinder always has a circle for a base. So I'm able to change that big B into a circle for all cylinders. So pi r squared is the big B, that's the area of the base. 2 pi r is the perimeter of a circle. So these two are not really different. I'm able to get more specific with this one because every single cylinder has a circle base. Okay, so to calculate, surface area is going to be 2 pi r squared plus 2 pi r h. And then I'm going to substitute in my values. I have 2 times pi times 3.9 squared plus 2 times pi times 3.9 times 12. Okay. If I multiply that out, I'm going to grab my calculator. 2 times, I'm going to use 3.14 for pi, times 3.9 squared I get 95 point, I'm going to leave the decimals, 5.188 plus 2 times 3.14 for pi times 3.9 times 12. I get 293.904 for the lateral area. And then I'm going to combine them for the total surface area. So the 293.904 plus the 95.5188, I get 389.42. Now I'm going to round, and that's going to be centimeters squared. And that's going to be my surface area. That means the whole green part, that's the 293.904, and then the top and the bottom, that's the 95.5188 part, equal 389.42. Okay, for volume, it's going to be pi r squared h. So I'm going to use pi times 3.9 squared times 12. I'm going to use 3.14 for pi times 3.9 squared times 12, and I get 573.11, and it's going to be centimeters cubed since I measured in centimeters. And that's how much we can fit into a can. So if I pop my top, we look inside, that's how much volume can be held. Okay, and stay tuned for cones.